Hey, what it do, YouTube? It's your boy Q, and it's about that time we get down and do what it do. Look, I gotta be honest, I don't have any announcements yet as far as Season 3 of ALGS, at least just quite yet. I'm hoping we get some soon, hopefully later this week. Of course, if you do want to keep up with everything ALGS, VCT, and more, let me be your boy, slap that subscribe button for me, alright? Now, while I may not have any announcements just quite yet as far as Season 3 officially, we do have a few things as far as Season 3 that have been confirmed. That's going to be Moist Burgers, a third tripod, and we've got a third-party circuit sponsored by Hyperlux, which actually has their first money round tomorrow, so make sure you stay locked in so y'all can hear all about it. Now, we did see tripods actually competing in the first round of qualifiers for this Hyperlux circuit, and it was like this past Monday, and well, to be honest, they didn't do that great. But also, if we're being honest, we also got to keep in mind in that same lobby was Atlanta Premier, who just won the Nerd Street LAN, and they also struggled a little bit. Also didn't qualify, although they almost did compared to the tripods. And the reason I wanted to bring up Atlanta Premier anyways was because I think it's very important for people to realize like the depth in like the competitive scene in Apex and in NA in particular, and how hard it is for like a new team to be able to catch momentum at that level, because it's like worth noting that the tripods had not announced yet during the qualifying round that they're going to be moving forward with Gent from G2 Esports, their roster, as their third here. They were actually borrowing Naughty from C9, who had already qualified as far as for the money round this first coming Thursday, but admittedly, I can kind of see why that like kind of caused people to have a little bit of an issue as far as why that is allowed, but I mean, at the end of the day, they didn't really qualify, so what's the point of making a big deal about it, right? And to follow that up, though, I think part of why people want to make that a stink about the tripods is just because there seems to be this unnecessary, unhealthy, like, bubble of hate surrounding the tripods and Nick Mercs from the comp community, and I'm not exactly sure why that is. Like, I can't really think of, like, another esports team, at least here recently, that's, like, a newer team that has caught in this much heat early on. I mean, we saw people not exactly be able to understand like the business side of esports when we saw the tripods were given what we can probably assume was the last spot for this upcoming season after finishing 10th at the LCQ earlier this year. But, you know, this is still a new team. It takes time to build that chemistry, especially when you are going against like these pro level lobbies where a lot of the lobby has like not only a lot of Apex Pro experience, but a lot of chemistry together within each team, right? And I think when you look at the individual skill right now on the tripods, Deeds, Gent, Nick, I think, you know, a lot of these teams and their fans, they need to stop sleeping on them, because once this machine gets rolling, I have a feeling that they're going to be turning a whole lot of heads. And, you know, we even saw last night, or I guess it was technically the night before, on Monday, we saw on Monday after the first round, the qualifying rounds, we heard Naughty kind of mentioning on Nick Merck's stream how much like playing with the right three truly matters. And it makes sense, right? When you think of teams like Furia, we saw them pick up His Watson heading into the LCQ and the kind of run they've been on recently. It's really all about finding that chemistry within the right three. And there does seem to be some confidence, not only within the tripods, but even from Naughty himself, that this three is going to do some damage. So let me know your thoughts. Do you agree, disagree? Definitely let me know down in the comments below. But also down in the comments, I would actually kind of like to hear what y'all think about this whole Hyperlux circuit thing. I really love seeing like a third-party circuit that allows to like teams to kind of run and do other things alongside and outside of the ALGS, right? I mean, more money opportunities for teams, more reps for teams that are trying to break into the scene as well. I just wish that maybe we could see something like this kind of getting catered for some other regions as well. And while we're talking about showing some love for some other regions, I do want to give a big shout out to the boys over at Team Burger. And anyone who follows your boy on Twitter, y'all know I'm a big burger fan, you know? Down in Raleigh, I was actually a temporary member of the Burger Brigade. I only say temporary because, of course, at the end of the day, I'm really a, you know, NA on top kind of guy at heart. But, you know, for me to see Team Burger getting swooped up by Moist Esports, that's like super big moves, because Burger has been one of those teams that I think very often shows like a really good sense of consistency on the scoreboard. They might not be a team that's known for like their slaying potential, like let's say a Team Furia who I had mentioned earlier, right? But one thing that I had noticed while I was at Raleigh, and even as I've started doing some, you know, casting and watch parties for some Apex, is that like Team Burger is always in the mix, like a good mix of placement points, good fragging, which means when they do have that pop-off game, that's like that clutch factor, which really allows them to like place consistently, right? In lobbies that are stuffed with talent. So we've seen Moist Esports making some moves in other esports venues as well. And, you know, hopefully this new relationship continues to be like a way for the boys to continue to lead to some success. So for Jaro, Waltzy, Empty, congrats, homies. And it's time to bring home a trophy come season 3 of ALGS. All right. But, you know, again, speaking of ALGS season 3, no announcement just quite yet, at least at the time of this recording. But when we do get news about ALGS season 3, I'm going to be dropping a video over here breaking down everything for you. So if that's something you're looking forward to, do me a favor, make sure you smack that subscribe button, turn those notifications on. That way we can catch y'all right back here when that video drops. All right. Also over here on the channel, we'll be covering everything from ALGS, VCT, and more. And feel free to let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. All right. Just do me a favor and keep in mind that it doesn't really matter how great or how smart of a person you are. It doesn't really mean anything if you can't always be a good person. All right. So keep it classy down in those comments. Cool. And until we catch y'all back over here for the next one, man, don't forget, with everything crazy going on in the world today, be true, be you, be sincere, game hard and love hard. All right, y'all? It's your boy Q, signing out.
If you ain't show something, you just don't wanna be me, but you will